Tupac would be alive today if he didn't go get in that bullshit with fucking with that dude. You know what I mean? Like that was gang bang business. That ain't your business. You know what I mean? You from the Bay. This was LA gang bang culture. You know what I mean? So by you just all the way immersing yourself into the gang bang situation, because you gotta look on Thug Life, he ran with Crips, 40s. Big Psych and all them, they Crips. So you gotta understand, you still had a whole nother side of LA that knew that he ran with Crips. So now that he making new records, now he running with Suge and the Bloods and he mobbing. So you gotta understand, like, the LA culture is like once you invite yourself into that house, it's like it's they rules.
Speaking of LA, right? I remember seeing you make a comment before, and you said that you seen Shaq and Bone Thugs get robbed in LA. Give me the backstory behind that.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna tell you no truth. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. It's not even that it was Shaq. Uh, I would just say that everybody that has lived in Los Angeles, California, from Shaq on down, everybody had a situation with them gangs out there. And whether you got extorted or whether you got robbed, something has always happened in the West Coast. You know what I mean? So, you know, that weekend was just a crazy weekend. And I seen Bizzy Bone talked about it because Bizzy Bone was like, yo, Gipp, you got a little wrong. That was us. That was my crew. You know what I mean? And yeah, we got into it with some nigga wham, you know what I mean? And it wasn't all the Bone Thugs. That was Busy them crew, you know what I mean? So it was some true. You gotta understand, I'm in a hotel. I'm at the Hotel Nico. We on La Cienega. I'm looking out the window. It used to be a Fat Burger right there. So everybody used to pull up to the Fat Burger, get out, order them some, kicking it. We cross street from the Nico. That's where Mike Tyson be at. You know what I mean? It was just a real hangout spot right there during the 90s. So that day, that's when the gangs was running around. They were robbing rappers. So, I mean, a lot of people don't talk about it, but a lot of people they Jews taken from them out there on that west. You know what I mean? A lot of people, and that's why you got to move a certain way out there in the west. The west was different back then, man. Like Goody Mob was kind of like the first crew that flew into L.A. And they told you on the plane back then, don't wear a lot of red and yellow, red and blue if you leaving Hollywood. Don't do that. It ain't safe. So, but back then, rappers, we stayed at the hotels by the airport. This is when rap didn't have a lot of money. We just now starting to get a little money. So everybody staying at hotels with your door outside. So our first tour of South Central was with 666 Mafia. That was the first times we went on radio tours around LA trying to introduce the South Sound. Our first time we performed in Compton, we performed at my OG Big A's record store. And it was Goody Mob, and this is the first time that I meet Daz and Corrupt, the Dog Pound. You know what I mean? And that was the first time that we really recognized what came along with performing in LA. Because while they performing, this other gangs throwing gang signs at them. That's when we started really starting to understand the gang culture. And we had this guy named Scotty Spencer. He was just like a person that was like your hood guy back then for the record labels. So the difference between now, I tell rappers, y'all got it so easy because y'all can promote y'all records on the internet. Hey man, we had to go into them communities. We had to touch them folk. We had to go into Jordan Downs with Menace to Society, where you see Kane and all that. We've been in them projects to promote our music. Where when you walk in, everybody got on grape. Everybody got their shirts off and got guns in their belts and saying that, hey man, the only reason why y'all can come through here, Gipp, we know y'all gangster. Goody Mob, we hear that in our terms on our side of the coast, y'all bloods. But we know y'all not bloods from out here. So with that being said, we listen to y'all music because y'all got gangster and y'all got God in it. And we gotta respect that. I'm talking about every Crip neighborhood we went in. They said the only people we listen to are Goody Mob and Tupac. Everything else got some red on. We knocking it down. So you got to understand that we got that back from them. Like, yo, bro, y'all put God in your music, and the gangs asked for Goody Mob to come to the famous meeting of all the gang leaders at Jim Brown house. We was the only 4 Southern men in Jim Brown house with every set of Crip and Blood gang leader to have a conversation with Jim Brown about how to calm the streets.